design. But her brain wasn't braining. So I was like, so even again, the people who are telling you about your brain are not connecting the things that are taking place. So people had negative things to say about what she said. And even as she was holding the brain up and she talked about the hippocampus, the thalamus, and the amygdala and said, this is where your emotions lie, she didn't make the connection that they were having a hijacked amygdala, and that's why they were saying the things that they were saying to her. She also didn't make the connection that it was because of confirmation bias and cognitive bias that they were also saying those things. Her response was, you need to be nice in the comments. Can't be nice in the comments if you're going against what I believe is true. So that's why the work that I'm currently doing is so necessary, because there is a gap in the marketplace, in the field of education. And I've said this before, no one taught you how to use your brain. Even the people who know how the brain works and how it functions, they haven't been able to make this connection of here's what's happening, here's why it's happening, and here's what you can do about it to become your best. So it's definitely necessary for me to do what I'm doing on a daily basis, because your brain is your most important organ in your entire body. It's the central processing unit. It is in control of everything that you do or fail to do. And as I mentioned yesterday when we were talking about the frontal lobe, your personality, your self-control, your judgment, or your cognition is sitting in your frontal lobe. That's how you hold yourself personally accountable. That's how you become the real you. And that's how you become your best, by staying in the frontal lobe. So here are your answers. Regina, you said, I especially enjoyed high school because I studied dance, took academic subjects, and traveled from Brooklyn to Manhattan on the New York subway train. So you had an experience on that train every day. You got to see a lot just on the train ride from one destination to the next. And then Nola, you said, I liked learning new things, but I don't like the bureaucratic red tape of the school system. Yes, loved it. Yes. So my sister lived in New York, so I visited her a couple times. So I've had that experience there. Yes, I have, obviously, and people see it, but to be there seeing it, and she didn't tell me about the entertainers on the subway until we were on the subway, and then I got the entertainment. I was like, oh, because I caught the city bus, and nobody was entertaining you on the city bus. I mean, I used to crack jokes and do all that, but you didn't get that special. Saw all kinds of people, sense of freedom as a teenager. I bet it was. I bet it was. So the final thing that I have for you today is, what did you learn today? What did you learn today before we get out of here? And while you're typing that, again, if you see me in this shirt or my new shirt that's arriving today, know that you will be doing the work. And if you see me in my brain t-shirts, know I will be lecturing you about some portion or functionality of the brain. I made that decision this morning. So mental workouts are this shirt and my new shirt that I will be wearing tomorrow. And if I have on a brain t-shirt that has the diagrams of the actual brain, that means I will be lecturing and you will be note-taking. That's how that's going to go, because I thought about it this morning, and because of a time constraint, it hit me. Y'all got to do a workout too. Your rhyming skills need to be reactivated. Yes. Go listen to some old school hip hop. They said the hip, the hop, the hip to the hip hop, you don't stop. From rocking to the bang bang boogie, up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the beat. Now what you hear is not a test. Okay. And what I learned this morning is that I need to do both. Because if I'm just lecturing, then I start getting bored. And if I'm just doing mental workouts, I start getting bored too. And if I get bored, just ask the people that used to date me, I leave. Care about none of this. You can have all of this. I'm out. And I'll do that at a job. I'm leaving. Where you going? First thing, smoking. I'm going away from this situation because I am bored. Did anyone else learn anything? Kevin or Nola? The looky-loos will just keep looking. Before I get out of here. There are rats in arts. Got it. Roger that, Kevin. Okay, so be able to go back and forth. Again, If you see